What
I
is what?
don't even know where to
What is
start,
Mortal
bro.
Kombat 1, dude? What is this game? Did you see all the stuff that people have been saying? Like, Quan Chi's in the trailer,
Yeah,
and
I saw that Quan Chi.
let's just get into the
It
breakdown,
has
dude. Oh, I gotta open up Twitter and let's just start just breaking this down because this is
yeah,
insane.
yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I have the
They look
trailer open.
amazing. Like Reptile, Astra, and have like yeah, they're all like they all look amazing, bro. Like I've
Yeah,
not seen a single bad design besides Ermac. I'm
yeah,
not
but
sure
I
how I
guess
feel
Ermac
about
is
that.
kind of
But
divisive. Yeah, I think that they'll save him though. But yeah. Okay, so Gamatsu posted. Oh my god, dude. Okay, I'm gonna send this to you on Twitter. This picture is insane. So we
best
have.
fighting game ever
Yeah, we have best fighting game of all time incoming.
of
Oh my
all
gosh.
time, bro.
And Serena
It
looks
won
insane,
just
bro.
off of roster.
Straight out of like
Yeah, Serena
Diablo,
looks
she looks
really good.
insane.
I'm really loving how like her face paint isn't like face paint. It's like engraved into her face. Like
Oh yeah, no, yeah, that
yeah.
that dude, she looks so good in her human form as well.
I guess most demons have something like that on their face because Astra has the stuff on
The
her
same
face
thing,
too.
yeah.
Oh my
Ashra said
god.
in the trailer that she looks more human now than demon. She looks more so human now. And so does that mean by the end of the game we're gonna get a full human Ashra?
I'd say that she's already redeemed herself. That's why she looks like how she looks. I feel like how she looks right now is pretty much that's just going to be it. Which I'm
Okay,
not
that's
mad.
fair. Yeah, that no, that's fair, that's fair. Okay, so here I
Yes.
have the picture of Quan Chi in the story mode. That's so weird how he's at the festival with them. That's so
Man,
weird.
I feel like there was supposed to be something that they were doing to where they were sabotaging the event. Like the villains were trying to sabotage the event and Reptile had to like intervene to prevent somebody dying or something like that because in the intro dialogue he was telling Katana that she misreads his intentions right before the gameplay started.
Right, right. And then also, yeah, this does seem to be some type of Sundo festival because the fireworks are in Sundo.
It's burned itself into
Yeah,
my
no,
brain.
exactly. Okay, so I'm just gonna play through and once we see something important, I'll pause and we'll discuss it. So this looks like the flesh pits, right? Right, kinda.
Nah, that has to be the flesh bits. I feel like that's exactly what that is. I like how this version of the flesh bits doesn't have like a lot of like high tech technology like
Oh
how it
yeah,
did
this is like dystopian, like underground,
exactly
like
like
yeah, dark
darkest
as
freak.
fuck. Yeah, dark as freak. Yeah, we gotta censor ourselves. That's hilarious. Okay, so after that, we go to them in the forest. So them walking in the forest, this seems like the same as the living forest stage, like when it's daytime. And oh my god, Baraka's with them. So we
That's
have
what I was saying. Okay, it like when Liu Kang restarted this timeline, when he said he gave everyone the choice to live in peace or blaze strife, he meant that. Like there's no reason why it would make sense for Kung Lao, Johnny Cage, Baraka, Reptile, and Ashra to be just walking together, like
true.
not fighting each other. Like
No, no, I get you, I get
that's
you.
crazy to think. Like Reptile is a good guy.
I love that
That
actually.
is
Oh, his tattoos, dude. His
amazing to me.
tattoos goes on his face. That's so cool. I love that
And
every
Baraka
character has a
seems to be
tattoo.
like either a good guy or like a neutral type
Yeah, like
person.
he's doing his own thing, what he believes is right. Yeah. I really
Exactly.
like that. I
That
wonder
is
what they're
fire.
doing here. I like this is probably after the festival. They probably run into Baraka at the festival because it's Outworld. Maybe he was hiding
Yeah.
himself because in the festival it seemed that it was normalized. You've seen Avatar, right? Yeah, The Last Airbender.
Yeah, hell yeah, that's
So
my
like,
favorite
yeah, no,
cartoon.
exactly, mine too. Okay, that's huge. Okay, so in Avatar, obviously, like when they do the festival where Aang has to hide his arrow, so it's like a normal festival where they're
Oh yeah,
allowed to
that
wear
like
masks.
Avatar Day.
Yeah, on Avatar Day, right? So
Yeah.
here it's like Baraka was hiding himself because it was
Yeah,
normal
yeah,
to
yeah.
wear
I see
masks on the
exactly what
Sundo
you mean.
Festival. So
See
that's why
exactly
he
what
was
you
able
mean.
to blend in. Same thing with
That'd be
Reptile.
fire.
No, that is fine. I think, dude, how long is the story mode? I need like 7 movies of this shit. I
Man,
need
like
this to
they
be
said
long as
the
fuck.
same. Ed Boon said the same length as X and 11, and those were pretty long. I mean,
Yeah, like what, 3 or 4 hours of
you know,
cutscenes, right?
but it's like I feel that the evolution of like the pacing and like the cinematography and what happens is I feel like every chapter is gonna have like some crazy rather than it just being a boring chapter where you're just dialogue fight. I feel like something's going to push the narrative every chapter,
Oh yeah, every
and
chapter's
that
gonna have weight
excites me.
to it. Yeah, exactly. You're not
Exactly.
gonna get like a boring chapter where a
It's a
character's staying in one
side
place
character with a
doing
character
something.
that you don't see for the rest of the game. Like,
No,
nah, this looks like
exactly.
loving it.
And also I love how rich the world building seems. Cause I'm like a sucker for like slice of life or like very simple interactions between characters as long as I'm interested in the characters, right? And so seeing Melina, Katana, Baraka, Reptile, like these characters that I love in the that festival doing normal shit there, like that's gonna be very exciting to me. And that's what I mean
Yeah,
where
me too.
exactly it always has like it has value to it because we never see these characters do normal stuff. And we talked about this briefly in our video earlier. I don't know if that video's not gone up yet, but we talked about how it's exciting to see Johnny potentially film a movie in this game, and that's a perfect example of that.
Like, bro, the possibilities, bro, they're not endless, but man, I'm loving how, man, I love it so
It's
far.
like, yeah, the possibility, like you said, you said it perfectly. The possibilities aren't endless, but it's like they're utilizing what they do have to the perfect extent. That's how I feel about this game.
Exactly. They're
sure.
making the story a lot more in depth and hold more weight and like, oh my god. And then it's great to see that like characters like Quan Chi are still going to be a part of the story somehow.
Oh yeah,
while
no, for
not
sure.
necessarily being playable, which
Yeah.
he's already confirmed for Combat Pack 1, so that's great. But like, I feel like Ermac could be in the story, and
Oh my god,
you
that
know,
also might be Takeda could be in the story as well. The future
exactly,
Takeda.
but people were saying that it's already confirmed that that's Takeda
Takahashi, yeah.
So maybe rather than him being his son, maybe in this timeline he was like the original Takahashi that started the Shiraryu.
Oh, that's definitely possible, yeah.
Because you gotta realize, like, yes, that's Takeda Takahashi, and Kenshi's last name is also Takahashi.
Yeah, so it makes sense
This
for him
is
to
a
be
completely
son.
new timeline.
Yeah, anything can be different.
He
yeah.
could be his great grandfather, passing
Mhm.
down the Takahashi name. Because in the Combat Pack, he looked like he was a little up there in age.
Oh yeah,
As
for
far
sure.
as, yeah,
And
wrinkles on
especially
his face.
since we don't even know where the Shiraryu are at this moment, right?
Exactly, because
So he
Scorpion
could
is the
definitely
Shiraryu.
exactly. So he could definitely still have to do with the Shiraryu. We'll continue on from this point. Kung Lao, whatever he's wearing like Kenshi's armor is so drippy. I wonder if these are the Yakuza outfits. So here's Reptile. Oh yeah, Reptile said he was terrorized from his kind because he had a human form.
Yeah, because he could shapeshift into the human
Dude,
form.
this
I wonder
is so
if it's
fire.
like if he's like the only one that could do that, or another thing. See how he has human form and can turn to terror. What if Chameleon do the same thing and they end up having her be a part of the story in some way, being the last? Not only she doesn't even have to be the last anymore. She could just be someone they sent after to find Reptile, and she ends up aligning with him. I don't know, bro, but the possibilities are kind of that's kind of endless.
Yeah, right. Because all these characters are reimagined.
Chameleon ever have anything to do with the story,
so now they can give weight to these characters to make the story progress even further.
Man.
With Reptile right here, it's so interesting because it's like Baraka, where they take these characters that have they have value to them, they have a story, but they're making them have like struggles,
they had
internal
story,
struggles.
But they didn't have any in-depth story. They were just either working for Shao Kahn, working for Shang Tsung.
The jobber formula, basically.
Exactly, but nobody on this roster seems or feels like a jobber. Everybody has a story and some depth and some weight behind their names. Like, you're not just gonna say, Katana. No, Katana.
No, that's actually so true. So now people can't just they can't just throw away Reptile or Baraka or characters that they didn't care about.
Exactly.
Like, as much as I hate to say it,
their weight.
Kano could even be in this game and they would do him correctly. They could even do Kano correctly in this game if they wanted to.
That's how I'm feeling at this point. Like, if those last, I wouldn't want. Okay, let me just be honest. I wouldn't want both, say, Kano and Sonya as base roster. But if we could get either or, and with the way all of the new era designs have been looking in the in-depth story, I would not be mad. I would not be mad at all. Like I at this point, I have complete trust in NRS.
Yeah, no, Ashura kind of solidified it for me.
I mean, as far as characters and designs and story, I'm not going to say about the game as a whole.
Right. There's a lot of things that we don't like. We care about the story much so more than anything. That's just how we kind of play Mortal Kombat. We always have. Not that
Like
not
right
that the
now,
gameplay's not important, but
this is already the best Mortal Kombat as far as roster. It already like
oh yeah, it
this
hits
is
all
it.
boxes, right? Like even the
Like
characters that were introduced recently, like Garrus, that have like importance to them that we actually love, like they're bringing them back, making them better. They understood the assignment, right? They really did, and I think
yeah, they
that's a
did.
beautiful thing with this game so far.
One thing that will make it a 10 is whatever this new game mode is, or what we
Yeah.
hope it's going to be at least.
This game mode, again, like we said, if it's conquest or conquest centric, like it's something in that vein, then this can become an easy 15 out of 10. The fact that this is so good already, at the state that it's in, without the new
Like
game
we know
mode,
nothing, and it
yeah,
looks like the best fighting game that's going to release. Period.
we are speaking from the perspective of somebody, you know, we grew up with Deception, we grew up with these
Exactly.
characters
Like
and things,
I
and we
grew up
watched it
with this
change. Yeah,
Deception, Shaolin Monks, Deadly Alliance,
right, yeah,
Armageddon.
yeah, like the
Let's
peak
go
Mortal
back
Kombat,
to
yeah, and we're going
exactly
back
peak Mortal Kombat.
to
This
that
game
roots.
gives me the feeling of being back then in 2004, 2005, playing Deception and Deadly Alliance, and like I've not felt that for a Mortal Kombat game in so long. Like this is like
Yeah,
a breath of fresh, clean air, like purified air. Like
purified air, bro, not the Dasani air.
I feel like
This is
I'm breathing
crazy.
in Adenian oxygen right now. Oh my
But
god.
no,
With
I'd agree.
Havoc.
I think with all, yeah, have it. Okay, let's get back to the trailer before we keep talking forever. So Reptile on the perching down. Oh wow, this festival is so cool. This actually does really remind me of Avatar. It really does.
No, for real. It definitely reminds me of Avatar Day. Like
And then here, you misread my intentions, princess. So it seems that Kitana thinks that Reptile has ill intention, but he doesn't, because he's obviously working with Kung Lao and them.
notice how remember when I had said did you see how Melina was looking at Katana? And then Melina like walked backwards, like faded off screen, and then the Katana looked at her right before the explosions and stuff happened.
Oh yeah.
Would have like Shang Tsung or somebody that he's enlisted has gotten into her ear, and they're telling them that like they're gonna seize, like they have some type of hostile takeover during the middle of this festival, and Katana notices that she leaves real fast or whatever the case may be, and then Reptile comes in, and of course to Katana he's gonna look hostile, like he's an enemy, when in reality he's probably trying to protect her.
Oh, so you think it's the snake hissing in her ear? Do you think it could be
Exactly.
Tanya? Oh my god, bro. The
Exactly. I
Tanya
think it
theory? Oh no,
like
they're gonna write
you
Tanya the same
realize
way.
Tanya loves Melina, right?
Yeah, exactly.
What if Melina has been telling Tanya about how she feels that Katana is secretly coveting her throne, quotations, and that makes Tanya begin to help her work with her to X out Katana in a sense.
Especially since we know that that Katana and Melina, even though they have a very beautiful, very good and tight relationship up until this point, there's gonna be inklings of things that rip that apart. So if it's
Yeah.
Tanya, Shang Tsung, the Tarka disease, whatever it is, it would make sense that it starts planting the seeds, right, in things like this, like places where they're completely innocent, they're completely having a fun moment with each other, but there's that doubt, that lingering doubt from some other character that put it in their mind, especially
Yes.
Melina, because Melina at this point is very vulnerable right now, because she's going to be appointed as queen. People are doubting her. She needs to prove herself. She's starting to get this disease. She doesn't know what's going on. Like, again, I love Melina, so it's like I feel so much for this.
Have Tarkai while you have to maintain running an entire empire, and it's like all of the people of the place that you're ruling love your younger sister more than you.
Yeah,
And
exact, dude. The
it's
people
like
doubting Melina fucking hurts my heart so badly. Oh
that's
no,
messed up,
man.
man. It's
Oh
messed
my
up.
god. Okay,
Keep
well,
trying, bro.
yeah, exactly. Melina, keep going. We believe in you. me and JD believe in you. So we have you misread my intentions. Okay, then we get to some gameplay. We don't have to break down gameplay. Again, not that we don't care about gameplay, but it's just like, this is for story breakdown. So yeah, we have Kung Lao, Kenshi, and Johnny. Johnny and Kung Lao seem to be in this Kenshi style garment. I don't know if that's given to them by Liu Kang or if that's from the Yakuza. Probably not the Yakuza, considering that Kenshi wants to leave the Yakuza. So he probably wouldn't have ties to that to give them the outfits. But that's still interesting to point out. And yeah, they're in the living forest here. However, the living forest is quite peaceful at this point. probably not tampered with by Havoc just yet. And then we have the reveal of Ashra, saying, I am Ashra, Demon of the Netherrealm. Oh my god, her outfit is outstanding, bro. Dude, her outfit...
seriously, like, I didn't recognize her at first because there was no hat, but...
Yeah, but the color scheme, after a second, yeah, the color scheme and everything, it like really sold it.
No, I really caught it when she said, I'm Ashra.
Oh yeah, I missed it.
I heard it the first time.
Right.
I was like, bro, that's Ashra? This is the best Mortal Kombat game as far as Ross.
Yeah, we just can't even stop saying that. It's so true. I love the demon design on Ashra as well. Like, everything's so subtle yet so like unique and bold. It's a very good design. Oh, bro.
Are those Tarkatans?
So in my trailer break, or in my little tiny bit of breakdown I did in the end of that video, I said that it looked like it could be other Zaterrans because Reptile is there for a split second. I think that these might be fully transformed Tarkatans, like bloodthirsty, evil, like demons, right? Like what Baraka is afraid that he's going to become.
Maybe it's to the point where Tarkata is split into like two factions. Those that just succumb to the bloodthirsty and just, you know, and those that just accept it for what it is, but still have hope to find
right, and try and and fight.
Maybe that's why he's walking with them, because he's now putting some trust in Liu Kang that he can, you know, help.
In the scene where Baraka is talking about the Tarkat disease in the Umgadi trailer, he says that this is Tarkat, and over time it turns us into bloodthirsty monsters. So I'm guessing that these ones that Ashra is fighting, if these aren't like demons or some other demon race that isn't Tarkatan at all, then these are actually fully transformed Tarkatans that have no hope of turning back, you know what I mean? Dude, the Chris looks so cool. It's like thinner and more jagged. Real. It's really cool. She says, I appear nearly human because I've purged most evil from my soul. So yeah, she says that she only looks more human now because she's eliminated a lot of that evil. So there was probably a point where she looked much more demon-like and less humanoid.
So she has sister demons.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, her sister demons were furious with her for her change of heart, which is really cool that she's actually standing above them. Especially since we have, like, you know, it's almost like there's a lot of mirrors in this timeline. So we have Baraka struggling with Tarkat, or standing up for his people, or succumbing to the evil, the darkness, basically, right? Then we have Ashra fighting the darkness and going to the good. Then we have Melina with the stuff that she can't control, trying to like do her best. Like, there's so many parallels with these characters in this timeline, and that's honestly so cool. I wonder what Raiden's is going to be, because we don't know enough about Raiden and Kung Lao as of right now, and I really want to see what their struggles are going to be. Yeah, of course it's purposeful, especially with Raiden. Wait, what is that? Is that Cyrax? Okay, yeah, Cyrax cameo.
Yeah, that Cyrax cameo was fire. I'm not gonna lie, like, this is the first time ever I've ever felt like this about any Mortal Kombat, where just off of like watching trailers, I want to try and play. I want to laugh with every character in the game.
Right, yeah, every character has, like, they give me that excitement of like, wow, this is gonna be really fun to like get my hands on and play.
Exactly, because I usually have my few that I select, and I'll probably end up coming across another one, but nah, I want to, like, everyone's gameplay looks fun.
No, exactly. And this is one of the first times I've ever felt that with like any game, when it comes to any game, where every aspect of it is hitting. Like, every aspect is doing what it needs to do. Liu Kang, it says Ashra and Syzoth come. So yeah, it's Syzoth as Reptile. This temple that they're at looks really nice, by the way. Oh yeah, look at Ashra with the festival clothing on over her garments. Same thing with Johnny Cage, he has the festival stuff. Oh no, I'm not on that part yet. Not on that part just yet. Yeah, he says the monks must prepare you for war. So is this where Johnny's gonna get his green powers then, at the Shaolin Temple? Probably for sure.
I can see that.
And then Reptile might be able to hone his abilities of like being able to shapeshift perfectly. And then Ashra, I don't know what she's gonna learn. Shang Tsung actually has an army of villains, because who is he gonna have? He doesn't have Quan Chi. He might have Havoc, but he doesn't have Reptile. He doesn't have Baraka. Like, who does Shang Tsung have? Damashi? Yeah, sure, he has Damashi. But I mean...
Okay, so far he has Shao, no pushover.
Oh, that's fair. Oh, Reiko as well, and Motaro.
Motaro.
Yeah.
From the looks of the what Goro was wearing, maybe Shokan.
Oh, true. Yeah, Bihan might turn as well. Yeah, I just wanted to kind of like lay it out because we have a lot of people who seem to be on the morally correct side, opposed to being on the evil side. So yeah, no, thank you for pointing that out for me. I completely forgot about Reiko and Xiao.
For sure.
Okay, so let's see. So here's Ashra versus, yeah, he says you will accept chaos. Oh my God, Serena looks really good. Okay, so this dialogue between Ashra and Havoc is very important. So Ashra says killing one realm to free another
What
is a
realm?
heinous proposition. Yeah, what
You think
realms
it
in
may be
question?
Chaos Realm for real?
I don't know. He has mentioned
I don't.
chaos several times, which is his character. Like that's his whole thing. But like, I wonder if they're specifically mentioning chaos because you know they're trying to say like, yeah, chaos realm exists. Like chaos realm is back. Basically, she knows that he's trying to destroy one realm to regain another. So I wonder if he was like falsely promised, maybe by Shang Tsung, that if he were to take down Earth realm or if he took down Outworld, that he would give him the ability and the power to create a new realm. Maybe Shang Tsung thinks that if they were to at least eliminate Outworld or Earthrealm's forces, at least one of them, then they would have enough power to destroy Liu Kang. And if they destroy
Yeah.
Liu Kang, then they can have control of the Hourglass. So maybe he promised Havoc to like have his life back or have Chaos Realm back. You know what I mean? Which is kind of crazy to think about.
I'm really getting lost in the stage. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Every time I get to this part, I stare at the stage.
Dude.
That's why I didn't realize it was Havoc at first, because I was looking at the stage.
Oh
like,
yeah, dude. And the green, maybe Quan Chi.
Ed Boon confirmed there will be multiple villains in the game, at
True.
least a part of the story.
Yeah.
I don't feel
true.
that he'd be a jobber. I just feel that for the sake of cutscene purposes, you know, he has to throw his signature skull.
I wonder what they had to do
So
with
it's
him
like-
in the festival though. Like I wonder how they had control of him or had his body there.
I think he was there, like trying to help sabotage it. The explosions where whatever ceremony they are at, or party, or whatever it is, parade. I feel that the villains were attempting to siege the ceremony, or like I said, a hostile takeover or something along the lines of that. And Reptile was sent to hurry up and get there faster than everybody else. I guess I'm not sure. I guess it could be the same way they used the Flash in Injustice, where they told him to run ahead of everyone else to try to stop it. You know, something like that.
Right, no, something like that, especially since Reptile has so much versatility, it would make sense that they use him for something like that. Also, yeah, the Ashra and Havoc part seems like it's going to be actually a part of the story. This scene does seem like an actual in-story fight, because there's like the black bars and stuff, the widescreen. The living forest being distorted, I think it has to do with either Quan Chi or Havoc, for sure, right? Or maybe Shang Tsung.
Yeah, the green flames.
Like yeah, the green flames, yeah.
It has something to do with Havoc for sure, because the cutscene with Ashra was there. He was telling him about burning down another one to save another one. I'm not sure how that works.
Yeah, again, I think he might have been bribed by Shang Tsung. Like that's what I genuinely think. I don't know, maybe that like he's promised this power by Shang Tsung.
There's gonna be a lot of that, planting little seeds that causes a lot of problems.
Like it's by the end of this game, there's gonna be so many like towers set up that will fall over. You know what I mean? Like Jenga. There will be so many Jenga pieces taken out of these towers by the end of the game, and it'll all collapse in the finale. And even if it doesn't collapse in the finale, I hope it collapses in the DLC finale. Oh yeah, here's Ashra with their hat chat. So Ashra does have her hat here, and then Quan Chi's on the floor here. Yeah, that's crazy. And they back away from him. So it does seem that, because Reptile leaves and then they back away from Quan Chi's body. So I'm guessing that Reptile took him out, and they're like scared of him, you know what I mean? Like, oh, he's gonna wake up type shit. So Reptile does seem to be pretty strong, like, definitely. He seems to have a lot of capabilities for sure. Purple powers here on the Chris. The Chris has purple powers? Interesting. Yo, the stage here at 2 minutes and 45 seconds, it's the living forest, but it's fully burned down by the green fire.
That's what I was saying.
Wow.
Like, that's why I was stuck on it. Like, I realized those are the same trees. They're just, like, dead.
No, yeah, that's crazy. I wonder if this happens in the same fight. Like, if in the same fight here, the fire burns the stage to nothing by, like, the end of the second round. Or if this is like another fight with Havoc in that same chapter, maybe, because that can make sense as well. The purple powers with the Chris are really cool. I wonder why it's purple. Maybe because of like the demon powers.
I have no idea. What if her gameplay is like she has two sides of her gameplay, the angelic side and the more demon side.
No,
like,
that would be crazy.
With Johnny Cage and Kenshi being in the game and how their gameplay is, I can't even imagine how their like the gameplay is gonna like play. Like feel like once we're actually, because we're seeing gameplay without any HUD or anything like that.
Oh, true. So we don't necessarily know what they're even doing.
We just see them attack.
And then Ashra says, "Take your chaos elsewhere." And then yeah, then we get the reptile fatality, and that's basically it. Okay, so is there any final things you want to point out and discuss in this trailer breakdown?
This is the best design I've seen for all of these characters. Like I'm not at all disappointed in their designs or nothing like that. Like everything looks 15 out of 10 to me so far, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, and then their stories, like I can feel the weight behind them. Like NRS, if you're watching this, go ahead and reveal the last couple characters. I need to see some Reiko. I need to see what Shao looks like, and Sindel, and whoever else the other characters are, whether they're Sonya and or Sonya and Jade or whatever way y'all want to go about that. But
Jade, you don't want Jade? Right now, JD doesn't want Jade confirmed?
No, I want Jade, but I'm just saying we don't know how they're gonna play this. Maybe they listen, maybe they don't. They've given us. It's like there has to be something that this game is gonna be missing, bro. Like in my perfect world, in my head, they hit everything home. The new mode is somewhat like is a conquest.
Right, something similar to
the roster's already perfect. Like this game is looking a little too perfect because I don't want to get my hopes up. I'm really a little scared by how good this shit looks. But right now they're hitting it home, bro. I have no worries about this game. I've already pre-ordered it. I cannot wait for this beta.
This is probably the craziest reveal we ever got so far. And it's crazy to say that after like consistent bangers like Garrus and the Ungadi trailer and the Lin Kuei trailer.
It gets better and better each time.
Oh, true. They top themselves every time, each time. Yeah, for sure.
Every time, bro.
I appreciate you for coming on, as always.
Of course. And
that was our breakdown for this trailer. With that said, make sure you guys stay safe and stay hydrated. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.
Hold on, let me start this off. You stop disowning, you a bitch. I don't mean no disrespect, but you can't tell me I ain't shit. They could draft into the Warriors the way that I don't miss. And I got 3 like right here with me, trying to scratch you off the list. We got gun smoke in the city, air so weak and you can barely breathe. That's cause every day they up and chopper spray you like a breeze. Uzi out the dude say he gon' boot up like he